Thank you for this wonderful welcome. Thank you to the people of Jakarta, and thank you to the people of Indonesia. Pulang kampung nih. There must be a sustained effort to listen to each other, to learn from each other, to respect one another, and to seek common ground.
This is not utopia. It is a pragmatic vision.
I think we need to focus more on similarities.
It's we, Indonesian people, trying to say this is Indonesia.
A center for culture, this people-to-people engagement. There's so much to foster understanding.
Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, unity in diversity.
What we have is a facility that is maybe about 600 square meters, but it's anything but square. There's one portion of it that's rectangular, another portion of it that's kind of like a baseball diamond.
Our challenge was to take that space and turn it into something that would not only appeal to young Indonesians, but would also appeal to people who are quite savvy when it comes to malls. We're competing with some of the best known brands in the world.
I'm here to witness the new diplomacy of the US.
I think you should bring like documentary filmmakers from the United States and then just have a talk here.
People are interested in having a dialogue, so let's do it.
Something where they can interact with technology, with science, with film, with literature, with the things that really make Indonesians love America.
Akan lebih banyak mengeksplor mengenai negara Amerika bagaimana, terus kita juga sebagai Indonesia yang sangat fantastic.
Yeah. We saw how people were so excited and they had a lot of expectations from the place. It also convinced us that we are on the right track.
The team of Americans with long Indonesian experience, Indonesians with American experience, coming together like this to come up with a world-class facility.
When President Yudhoyono and President Obama talk about the relationship that they want to have between our two countries, they talk about a partnership, a comprehensive partnership. So what we get is a richer dialogue with this very, very important country, and we learn what it's like to be partners.
Why Indonesia? Why us is the first country to open the Outreach Public Diplomacy Center?
Why Indonesia? Well, for one, Indonesia is the third largest democracy. It's the largest Muslim majority nation. Now it's the country where young people in particular are looking to interact with the rest of the world. Indonesia has just passed England and become #2 user of Facebook. This is not an accident. If we succeed, we change things all over the world. I think it's worth taking certain risks.
Indonesians and Americans already have a long history of collaborations on so many important projects in so many different areas.
Yeah, I think this kind of facility is very, very important. You know, the exchange of ideas, exchange of the cultural interest between the youth especially will be very, very important.
We've had a unique history and not an easy history of relations between Indonesia and US. It's both. There's an element of cooperation, but we also had elements of disputes. Now the momentum is going upward, especially since the election of President Barack Obama.
For the first time, United States has a president who not only knows Indonesia, but grew up here.
I knew Ann Dunham, Barack Obama's mother, and she would have said about this At America project what I would say, high time. At America can play a positive role. It is to dispel the stereotypes. And I think what's really, really important is to get youth youth involved.
We hear, politicians talk about this, talk about that, and I'm thinking to myself, hey, it's enough for politicians to talk. It's us, the youngster, an artist, a filmmaker to talk. We are a country of learning, and I want the people in America and all around the world to see that Indonesia is actually a nation of learning.
Many young students, they are coming from the Islamic family. When I offer them scholarship, whether you prefer to study in Middle East countries, or you are going to study here, or are you going to study to America, almost, based on my experience, they prefer to study abroad than to America.
When I went to the United States to go to college, that's where I first saw the world cinema. We can have a sustainable programming, not only for the expats and for the Americans who live here, but also for the Indonesian ourselves, because sometimes we took things for granted.
Gue nganggap bahwa orang Amerika itu agak arogan dan nggak terbuka gitu ya. Ternyata di sana ketemu siapa aja, how's it going man? Itu yang salah satu yang merubah persepsi gue.
Hi. Mr. President, would you please sign this picture for us, for Slank? This is you. We hope that you'll be the Slankers too.
Hey, it's finally going to happen. And we're building something that will be there for 7 days a week and 11 hours a day.
There's been a huge movement in Washington to get the embassy out from behind the embassy walls. And this project is really our first attempt to do so in 30 or 40 years.
You are our first visitors. This is our first ever event because our president is here.
Yeah! We want to forge new ties and greater understanding between young people in this young century. May our two nations, working together with faith and determination, share these truths with all mankind. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum. Thank you.